Lights, camera, action. Hey y'all, so today I'm here with another video. I just wanted to come on here and just really talk to y'all about some of the mistakes that I did when applying my wigs. I want to just kind of like help y'all and give y'all some of the mistakes that I did, just so when y'all on y'all wig journey, how y'all probably are right now, y'all could kind of avoid some of the things that I did, or just kind of have an idea of how to fix it if you already have done it, just so you know we could be out here looking like a baddie with the wigs, you know what I'm saying? So the first mistake I did when I was applying my wigs is I would always cut the bald cap in front of my ear. It's like I would never be able to lay the ear tabs. So before, when I used to like lay my frontals and I try to do like my whole bald cap method, I would put it like, well, cut right in front, like right in the ear portion. And I don't know if I'm the only person who experiences this, but it's like it'll just roll up, or again, when I try to put the glue there, it wouldn't stay down. The fix to that mistake that I've learned is, instead of cutting in front or like around the opening of your ear, cut behind the ear. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a slight difference, but it helps so much. Ever since I started cutting like behind the ear and like, you know, pushing it forward to hold the wig cap down, you know, the whole process. Ever since I started to do that, that's when I was able to be like, okay, this is how I can lay the glue, have it flat, you know what I'm saying, and actually keep the ear tabs down on the sides. So I was able to, you know, lay my wig, lay my frontal down, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when I was able to do it. So the next mistake that I did that you can avoid while applying your wigs is I would work while I was hot. So this was a problem for me because every time I would go and do my hair, I don't know why, but I never took into account that I am one of those girls who sweat. I'm sorry, like, I just be sweating when it's too hot. It's like every time like I would go and apply my wigs or whatever, I wouldn't make sure that I was in an environment that was like cool, had like an AC or even a fan around, just a little fan. I would make sure that I had that. Like, my room is small, so like I'm not in like a 16 by 35,000 square feet room. Like, no, I be having to take into account that, especially if I'm gonna do my hair in my room, I need to make sure like there is some circulation around. The fix to that mistake is really easy. Just make sure that you're either in like a big enough space where, you know, it's some circulation going around, or have a fan or an AC near you. It's hot, so like that's why I'm like, well, since it's summertime, my mom said it's fine, like I could throw the AC on or whatever. And every little time that I get like hot or I feel myself starting to sweat, I throw that joint on. Another thing that you could do, especially like say if you don't have access to like an AC or a fan or nothing like that, bro, all you really gotta do is take your blow dryer and put it on cool, and I'm telling you, bro, it's like the same thing. I'm trying to tell you, like, don't use the heat setting, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell you, you setting yourself up for disaster. That's it. So that's the fix to that. So the next mistake that I did was I wouldn't apply a thick enough layer of glue. I'm not gonna lie, this is something that I'm still struggling with now. I can't even lie to you. I don't know if y'all heard about the rule, but the rule essentially is, if you want to do like a week install, do like 3 to 4. If you want it for like, you know, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, do like 5 to 7. And if you want it longer than that, then girl, apply the whole damn bottle to your head, like at that point. So let's say we're gonna do like 4 layers, right? We're gonna do thin, 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 thick. That thick layer is really supposed to be the one that's gonna apply that amount to make it like really grip your wig. Now, my mistake is that I would be like doing the little dots and I wouldn't put enough. Like, it's just that simple. The mistake is that I wouldn't put enough. And this caused me problems because if I start sweating, you know what I'm saying? Like, back to mistake number, what is that, like 2? If I start sweating and I start getting hot, the sweat and the oils that my face is producing, like, they don't mix. So if my sweat glands are sitting here you know what I'm saying, dapping up the wig glue, they about to start fighting, they about to start mixing, and I'm the only one that's gonna suffer because now my wig is pushing back. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm saying hello, now I'm saying what's up to my straight backs, and that's kind of crazy. So I guess really the fix with that, it's kind of just like, you know, just practice. Like, it's really no fix with that. It's more so like, as you keep going, you know when you put in too much glue, and you kind of just eyeball it. I'm thinking about, honestly, like when I was like writing this whole thing down, like all my mistakes and ways that I could fix the mistakes and ways that I have fixed those mistakes, I was like, you can even do it in a vice versa motion. Like, instead of doing, you know, all right, say again 4 layers, instead of doing like thin, 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 thick, you could do thick, thin, thin, thin. You know what I'm saying? Like, so in a sense, you kind of like applying enough glue for that grip to be there, but it's not like too much. so where it's not drying and it's still white. I don't know. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to try it. On the contrary of me not applying my glue to make it thick enough, I would apply it so that it wasn't wide enough. So not only was I struggling in department A, I was struggling in department B. So before, I used to just only go on the edges of the ball cap and I would apply those like 3 to 4 layers or 7 to 8 layers. I would apply those literally only on the edges of the ball cap and a little bit on my skin, and then that was it. So you can only imagine, like, when I'm sitting here trying to lay my wig and look like a bad bee, you know what I'm saying, like a bad bitch, I'm sweating, I'm not applying enough glue, and then it's not only not wide enough, I only got this much security to just hold my wig down. My wig is saying hello. Like I said, that's it. My wig is saying hello. What's popping? What's good, blood? What's cracking, blood? To everybody in the world. The fix to really that mistake is just making sure the width of your glue is like as wide as like a quarter. Just imagine like you got a quarter in your hand. Like, all right, everybody who watching this video, right? Make like a small C. We ain't crip. Chill out. Just a small C, right? All right, make a small C and then make your hands go straight. This is like the best like description or like, I don't know, way I can show y'all what I mean. Essentially, you're like, make your wig, your glue like this thick. So when I'm doing it, like, this is how my wig glue is probably under this wig right now. Like, it's literally gonna be this wide, with most of it being on like the actual cap, and then I am extending it a little further past the wig cap so it can like lay the wig, because you don't lay the wig exactly on the cap. We should know this. Y'all should know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't, like, but you should know that. Don't ever lay the wig on top, exactly on top of the wig cap, unless you got a little ass forehead. The big forehead girlies be in here. You know what I'm saying? We in here. My next mistake is I would make the glue too thick. So again, not only would I make it too thin, but then my ass will go and try to do too much and I'll make it too thick. I've seen that this is a more common problem than the wig glue being too thin. And this is a major problem. Like, I'm talking like major. Like, I'm talking like throw the whole wig away at this point. It's always just the little stuff that just messes the whole wig up, and it's difficult, and it's like girl shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. So I would go and I would put the wig on, and I would go and I would put my wig band on, like my soft band, and then when I would take it off, bro, when I tell you, I would, like, again, throw the whole wig away. The take off be the worst, disappointing, sad part of it all. Like, I'm trying to tell you, when you apply too much glue, and again, I don't know if you experienced that, when you start seeing that glue pulling off the band, bro, just throw it away. The only reason that I would even do that is because I wasn't really making sure that I was following my hairline, or essentially, you know, like with the ball cap. Instead of me, you know, actually following the ball cap or following my hairline with the ball cap, kind of cutting it from there and applying the glue there, I would go rogue and I would just start applying it here, applying it there, you know, nowhere where my actual hairline is at. And that would just cause me to put too much. And by putting too much, that's where I get World War VI going on my damn wig. So you can really fix that by just making sure you follow your hairline. Stop trying to be extra. Stop trying to be ignorant about it, and just look at where your hairline is at. If your joint push back, God bless you. Create something with that. But if you just got like a regular forehead, it's a little big, but you got like a hairline going on, just make sure you following yours. Like, follow yours. Make sure the ball cap is not too, you know, far up. Put the little dots. Go make it a little thick, but only go a little bit in front of it. Don't try to go too far in front of it thinking that, no, stop it. Just stop. So yeah, that's really about it. Those are already like all the mistakes that I could really think about. It's probably way more, but this is all that I have, just to, like, you know, tell y'all and what I've thought about on the top of my head. I just hope that you can learn from my mistakes and, you know, do better. Have your wigs looking better. You know, YouTube is free, ladies, so you can get a good wig without doing too much. Hopefully in the future I could finally drop like an install video for y'all. I mean, like, right now, like, we not on that. Like, we gonna wait for that, because I'm still, you know, still doing little things, still practicing. It's not ready for the install video yet. Yeah, it's time for us to part ways, guys. But you know, we always do in the good vibe and the good motion. So put the threes up, with the threes, and say with me, gang. 3, 2, 1. Hello.